What is up, guys? Archon, and I'm here bringing you guys another YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be doing a dungeon guide for World of Warcraft for the affixes of the week. I believe this is a 7 Necrotic Wake, if the guy didn't lie to me. Hopefully he didn't. And what we should be dealing with is, we'll be dealing with Spiteful and we'll be dealing with Grievous. Grievous was already in past expansions, so I don't need to go over that. It did get a little bit of a change where when you cast a heal on yourself, you actually drop a stack of it. I think the goal is still to get to 90% HP though. So it's not as bad as it once was. And the new affix for Shadowlands is Spiteful. Fiends rise from corpses of non-boss enemies and pursue random players. So basically, whenever you kill an enemy, there are some exceptions, but most of the times when you kill an enemy, you're going to spawn a little shade, and that shade is going to chase people down and attack them. You can CC them. Slows are very good here, stuns are very good here. Whatever you got, use it. Displacement's probably really good here as well. So I'm going to show you guys how I deal with it as a DK. DKs I think are really good for this week because we have Chains of Ice, and a 70% movement speed slow for 8 seconds is very good against these shades. And the other thing to note about the shades is that they lose, I think it's like 8% of their HP every second. So you don't actually have to fight them. What you can do is you can actually pull the pack back a little bit, kill them, then you deal with the shades, slow them all in the back, go to the next pull, and then while you're killing that pack, the shades are dying to their own debuff. Right now we are apparently having some group problems, so hopefully this doesn't take too long and we can get right into the key. He's on the Virgil. I don't know what he's doing unless he had to step away. He was here a second ago because he was talking party, see? I don't know what is going on here. And I'll also show you guys some of the things in Necrotic Wake that you can do that you may not know about. I know a lot of people know about the weapons on the right here and the left and up and around, but for those who don't, it'll help you guys maybe get through the Necrotic Wake a little bit easier. It's a really easy dungeon when you know all the tricks to it. Same thing with Plaguefall. Plaguefall gets a bad rep, but I don't really think it's too tough of a dungeon. I'll probably do a Plaguefall guide somewhere down the line. I definitely would like to do that one to show what I'm talking about. Looks like everybody's here. We're all ready to go. By the way, for my runes here, or my talents, we have Clawing Shadows and Holy Blight, Asphyxiate, which this week I'd probably want to swap out for Grip of the Dead because the 90% slow, I can just drop Death and Decay, have them run through the shades in that, and then they just get slowed and we don't have to deal with them. But Asphyxiate isn't bad either for certain mobs in here that cast. Yes, I keep forgetting about that. I don't know why. Like, it's been a thing forever now where you can't use both. Or, you can't have your ghoul up when the key starts for whatever reason. I tend to forget about it in hopes that Blizzard has somehow fixed it. As you can see, good even cleave here. There's our shades. We're going to slow. And the red ones, when they're red like that, they're targeting you. See how he's bright red? So I just back up, chains them. Easy peasy. No need to go in and fight. As you can see here, they're taking 8% of their maximum health every second. So this week I would say is pretty easy. Yeah, we do have Grievous as well. I almost interrupted the wrong ability there. So now that I've used my interrupt, I can't interrupt the meat shield, but I do have Asphyxiate to deal with it, so there you go. That's why Asphyxiate is pretty good in here. Go ahead and heal back up. You can also Death Grip interrupt the ability too to try to buy us some time, or interrupt to come back up. Another shade, gonna slow him. Must be targeting the warrior because the warrior's getting walloped. There, he's slowed. He's targeting the healer. That shade should be close to dead, or he's targeting the priest, one of the two. We're doing pretty good on these interrupts for the bone guys there. See, this guy gets it. You just go right to the next pack. You slow and you go. There's no need to sit here and, play with the shade and kill it. You'll lose a lot of time if you have to kite the shades after they get back up. Get the Necrotic Bolt interrupt. Typically you want to let the cast go deep and then get it at like 75%. Didn't do that. Oh dear goodness, this could be bad. Okay, so the shade is targeting me. I need to slow it. Kind of stay back a little bit out of the pack because it's in the middle of the pack. Good thing we're unholy and we can do a lot of AoE from outside of the range. Go ahead and just pop this, and we'll pop our trinket on that too. I think we did pop it on a blight bag though, which is unfortunate. I would have wanted the soldier. Go ahead and heal above 90. Get rid of our Grievous. Like I said, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Got the shade again. Blow it so it can't get to the priest. But yeah, it's not too big of a deal. Looks like we have a Kyrian in the party. Lucky for us, get that bonus. The only thing that's gonna kind of suck for me here is that my A-bomb limb is on cooldown, so it will not line up for the fight. But that's fine. Go ahead and dump that. Start transformation to get that extra strength because we're running Hell Chains. Or whatever it's called in Holy Pact. So for this, you can't dodge it. Do what you can to get it out of the group. Need this worm to snap to me? Okay, I guess not. The worm decided that it wanted to run the other way for some reason. I think it was feared or something. As for this boss, like I said, just take out the thing whenever you can. Make sure it's not targeting anybody. Kill the worms. Straightforward. There's no secrets to this boss. There is a spear up here along this wall that you can grab. If you wanted to use it on this boss, you could use it on this boss. You could save it for something else down the line. Honestly, I'd probably use it on this boss. Not good. Oh, gonna hurt. Oh, never mind, he killed the worm. And if you get stuck in the slime, it's a silence, so you definitely don't want to be in that slime. Also does that nasty dot. Actually, no, the dot's from the other. Let's drop AMZ to try to help out here, try to get the damage down a bit to help the healer. I don't know why the warrior's not standing in the AMZ, but... Got him. No, I'm still dead, Grievous. I don't want to die. Didn't make it. I could have popped IBF there, I think, to live a little bit longer, but I still would have had to have the stacks fall off me. Kind of wish the paladin would have healed me with a flash of light just to get me up above. Instead of breaking his stacks, I just needed to delay the inevitable. Just long enough for the druid to give me some divine intervention. We also had a worm go off, which was not okay. And we're all dealing with Grievous right now, which is not helping the situation. We're trying to get ourselves up to 90 here. We're working on it. Grievous, there we go, we're at 90, we break it. Death Strike is huge this week for DKs. Be sure to help your healers out. Don't really want to burn cooldowns here. That old tab target going. I mean, we can just move on. I don't know why we're fighting the shade. I can slow it and move on. We have to fight either or, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it goes. Got the aggro on the pack. I kind of wish he would have just taken them straight up. Because now we kind of run into an issue where they were kind of scattered and it makes it hard to AoE cleave them down. Just go ahead and do times. Interrupt that. Okay, the shade that's targeting us, slow him. That. It does kind of kill your DPS a little bit. slowing because you use a rune for it, but at the same time, it for the most part lets everybody else DPS. You can also pull a shade off of a friendly if they're in trouble. Not targeting us. It can't target anybody but the person it's targeting, so don't worry about aggro if you do have to fight one. As long as it isn't red, that means that's not towards you. Do the Kyrian bot, or let's go pull this pack on the right. Doesn't matter which we do. Oh, we'd have to have 2 Kyrians, never mind. Got hearts done him. Just to run that out. Interrupt the Necro Bolts to help your tank. Get above 90, slow, and move on to the next pack. Oh, he's going to try to do the Steward again. I'll take the orb unless he wants the orb. That's not a bot. It's the one over there that he's thinking of. He's got the wrong robot. All good, though. I don't think a lot of people have the routes worked out yet. He wants to be very careful about pulling this pack like this. Hopefully he doesn't use the orb and he saves it for the next pack. Oh, the Bone Bender's gotta die. I must have killed something because I had a reset. He really needs to face that the other way, or he's gonna kill people with it. So the star, or star enemy there has a cleave in front of him. Oh shit! Sorry about that. So the tank needs to face him the other direction. I didn't realize the shade was on me. Sorry for the language. It sometimes slips out when I'm doing keys and that. I'll try to keep it clean for the rest of the video. I hate when tanks rotate him around. There's going to be 2 more at the bridge. I need to pay attention to how he's tanking them, otherwise he's going to kill me with it. Use the slow there. That should fall over. But that's going to be the key to getting through a lot of higher keys, just knowing to slow and go. Go ahead and pop everything here. Boom. I probably should have waited on the Death and Decay because I'm going to eat 2 of these casts in the meantime. Take the B-Res. Now I got a shade after me. Time to slow him. Hint that. Slow that. Okay, I need to get on the shade here so I can do some deeps. Get my dust strikes off to get myself back up to help the healer here. Cool. Back above 90. Now he can get himself up. He doesn't have to worry about me anymore. I can keep myself there. And I know he's low on mana, so we'll just keep helping him instead of using Death Coil. It's a DPS loss, but at the same time, it's kind of a necessity. Did I go back above 90? Don't have to worry about Grievous. It was a rough pull. We got through it, though. The warrior killed himself again. Standing in stuff on the ground. We have AMS for this one. We'll get some runic power back. It's free. And then we just slow the shade that's targeting us and just go. I am going to grab the spear here. Going to be the spear hero, unfortunately. So again, next pack needs to be tanked away from the group. So if you are you have a bunch of melee, you want to make sure these guys are not facing your melee, or you will kill them. It needs to heal a bit, or not heal, but mana up. And if you're melee and your tank isn't doing that, The only other thing you can do is try to pay attention to which way he's tanking them and just try to be on the other side of it. So as you can see here, the Ghost Wolf guy is not doing that. He just got cleaved. I just got cleaved somehow from the other side. And it looks like we're about to get messed up here a little bit. Nope, we're good. I have nothing for that. He's getting feared. Means he's probably going to fall over. Oh, if we can just get this one off me. Actually, it's not that I need him off me. It's that I need him to just die. So there's no more casts going off. Those casts are what's killing everybody, the fear. Because the tank got feared and did a lot. Why is he still facing him towards us? Ugh. I mean, it worked out. I took the aggro off the tank on one of them, so he didn't die. If you can do that, it does help. I don't recommend it, though. Unless you're very, very good at healing and you're very, very good at kiting. Why don't we just go up and around? Why are we doing this? Let's just go up and around. We don't need the numbers through the middle. We're good. If we have to, we can come back and get numbers later. Going. Okay, he's grabbing the shield. Where is he going? Oh, this is not gonna end well. Why are we pulling the monstrosity? So, for this dungeon, you don't need this monstrosity. You can actually just go up and around and kill everything around the outer ring here. This is gonna hurt. I'm just gonna save a Death Strike for it to try to get back up to full as quick as possible. There we go. Make sure I'm on this side. Dang, my Shadow Gas Breastplate expired. I think that's my 235 one. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Damn. Got distracted by the auction house. Hey, 3 frigid spikes. There they go. I don't really want to run back. I'd prefer if they res. It would save us a lot of time if they just resed me. That was 100% my fault. I should have moved out of the way. Just got distracted by my plates being sold. Oh, we're doing this pack, huh? Well, this tank likes to do things the difficult way, that's for sure. And get up to max here, drop that. That's not good. He's gonna pull. I need him to take the aggro off me somehow. Oh, I'm dead. Like, you can actually just skip all those. You have to make it up back here, though. There's no point in doing those. So Necro Bolt's a nasty cast that the spellcasters cast on the tank, or wherever they're targeting, and it puts an anti-healing buff on them. I got too close. Like, it's not the healer's fault in all reality. Like, there's just not enough interrupts to go around for everything. The priest has like a 40-second interrupt. it just doesn't work. See, Necrotic Bolt there is going to apply a debuff on our tank. See if I can show you it. He should have one on him. No, never mind. Oh, there's my shade. Kind of not worth doing what I just did there, but it was a super powered Death Strike. Actually been a mistake for me to grab this because nobody's going to grab the thing on the other side. Grab this. Pull it back. You have to pull it up against the wall here, or we're going to get the other pack. Go. That's nice and clean. Yeah, there we go. Easy mode, boys. Easy mode. Grab these two. I don't want to grab the spear. Grab the spear. Please don't tell me. Thank you. At least he said it. I think what I might do is I might smack the boss with the hammer. We'll see how things go. I think I'm gonna smack the boss with the hammer here. We'll just asphyxiate it to help the warrior out a bit. So if you have a pet, you want to mount up before jumping over that. Otherwise, your pet will pull if you're not mounted. It was something that they put in the game a while back where if you're on a mount, your pet doesn't pull aggro. So do keep that in mind. Help our healer out a little bit here. Put down some AMZ. Your healer will thank you. 20% reduction for all the casters. Since you're not going to kill the casters, you're only going to kill the necromancer to get rid of all these guys. Just like that. Easy. Shade's on me, which is fine. I'm going to go start the event. I'm not worried about the shade that was targeting me. He'll just fall over and die. See? Falls over and dies. I do need to be healed though above. Fine, I don't have any food right now on me. Ah, yes. So we used it there. That's not the boss you want to use the spear on, but it's whatever. So there is a hidden orb back here, and this orb actually makes this part really easy. So I have two ways of making this easy for us. First one is doing this and pulling them all in with my A-bomb limb as a DK. It'll pull. For some reason it's not wanting to pull. Are they rooted or something? There it goes. I think I just crashed. Nope, just a hard amount of lag. Oh god, we gotta get down. Healer died somehow. I don't know what happened. That was a large amount of lag there. Try to get back above here. A bit rough. So this one we'll just use the orb for. It silences all of the caster mobs that are in range of it. Always keep an eye on the boss while you're killing the ads. You don't need a necrotic breath. Do what I can to get myself out of that necrotic spot. Pop defensives, whatever you got to try to get yourself back above. Focus boss from here and kill him. Believe you can just release, and it should put him right here. Yeah, just put him right here. Please heal me before going up. Oh, I'm dead as fuck. Sorry guys for swearing. I am very dead though. You always want to have food when you come in here. It's kind of my mistake for not. Oh, I do have food. Oh, it doesn't kill you. Never mind. Okay, cool. Grievous doesn't apply when you're flying. Thank you. I just wanted to break my stacks. Doesn't matter what side of the room we do first. We're gonna get parts with them. This is going to not be too good, but at the same time, it's not the worst thing ever. Parts hurt a little bit. Okay. The healer killed himself. I do not have IBF to tank for him. All I can do is strangulate. I just need him to taunt it back. Try to help him get the aggro going. That's something else you can do as a DK. You can, if the enemy's slowable, you can taunt it and run across the room and keep slowing it to help your tank catch back up. It's not worth it. I got hit there. I wasn't a Death Strike proc from killing something. Yeah, we're probably not going to time this, unfortunately, because of all the deaths that we've had, and we're kind of pulling slow here on the back end. Why am I not targeting you? That made no sense. Little rough for sure. Some of it was the fear going off early on. Some of it was him not turning, which is just a nasty hit on everybody. Ah, yes, the old Avenger Shield into the group of 4 over there. This is not going to end well because he's not going to be able to get aggro and everything. I'm incapacitated. I can't break it. Dead. That was the Drain Fluids cast. His Avenger Shield went off and hit everything in the room just about. Oh, were they still fighting up here? They were. Whoops. Oh, well, whatever. The tank should be okay. Go ahead and just try to pseudo interrupt. I really should be doing that in reverse to get my APOC off cooldown. Oh well. Cast a couple death coils when I shouldn't have. It's all good though. Oh, my APOC didn't go off. Well, that's mildly interesting. What did... Oh, he has a shade on him. I was like, wait a minute, how did he... What did he pull? What did he... Like, what a... Healer again, do what we can. Okay, he's beating my face in. I mean, either way, it's going to kill me. Really hoping to not have one targeting me like that. I'm gonna grip this one, attack it, try to get my health up a little bit here. One more Death Strike? No Death Strikes. Grip Death Strike. Okay, we're good. Healer needs mana. So this week's very taxing on the healer. This dungeon does not make it easier. Like, Necrotic Bolts in the early portion just do not make it easy to get your tank back up. As always, use the cleaver on the ads. If you get it, you grow big. And you just line up with an enemy and it'll cleave it to the enemy. Which helps immensely. I'm gonna get dead. Because I got hit by the other thing. I didn't get the interrupt. Can't move if you're stunned. Yeah, see no interrupt on that one. There's one on Drain Fluids. It's basically me and the warrior that have to interrupt along with the tank. I can't imagine the tank is focusing that one in particular. Oh. Splatter just hits everybody. That helps him out. Oh, not help me though. Shade right there. The warrior got meleeed to death by the shade, and then it just targets somebody else and chases after them. Unfortunate. You can actually pseudo interrupt that too. If you have a stun, you can stun him out of it, or you can pull him if you have some type of displacement. I mean, nobody's interrupting things. He's going to pull that and he's going to die. No one is helping int drain fluids. Like that's it. The priest helped me on one interrupt there, but the priest has a 40-second interrupt, so there's nothing more we can do about it. I just targeted the wrong thing. Oh look, drain fluid's going off again. A bad combination. Oh dear God. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with it. There's no way to CC him. If I could CC him, I could kite it out, but I can't CC him. I don't know if I can slow him or not, actually. I might be able to slow him. Oh, drain fluids. Oh no, we both interrupted drain fluids. Sorry, I was looking at deaths. I'm getting them where I can. Oh, he beat me on the interrupt button that time. I want to see the interrupt at the end of the dungeon. I'm kind of curious about where he's been at. Helps him out a little bit. Can he be slowed? Yeah, see, he's immune to slows. They just pull. Yeah, see, you made the other one eat the cleaver. Unfortunately, if you get targeted by both of them, it's impossible to split the different. Ghost Wolf's probably going to die because he's not paying attention. Or he's just immune to damage. I guess he's gonna eat the cleaver. Again, guys, it does help to do the mechanic in here the right way, where you line those up. It takes like 25% of the enemy's health off if you hit him with the cleaver. Want to line this up. It's Oh, he got morbid fixated and got killed instantly. I don't know what happened there. Wait, what killed him? Throw cleaver. Yeah, you do not want to eat throw cleaver yourself. That is a terrible, terrible way to die. And unfortunately, the room just kind of auto pulls from here, so there's no way for the healer to res. I'm just dead. The gut slice hit me. I got distracted by my cooldowns a little bit. I'm still getting used to the unholy rotation. I've gotten a bunch of new things that I have to do. Trying to make sure that they're going off correctly. Not to mention that this is kind of over anyway. The gut slice random target, so there's no way for the tank to actually take that away from people. Take the aggro off of him. I don't know how much it's gonna help. Probably did heal quite a bit though this dungeon. Watch the room, we'll just pull. Here he comes. Comes big boy. They give you just enough time for the mutilates to fall off your tank. So I should be dropping Death and Decay more frequently as well. Well, let's see if people can get the mechanic right for the boss fight. I don't know what's killing the druid, so that is kind of interesting. I shouldn't have eaten the gut sliced up. I pulled it right on him. Whoops. Tried to grip it over him and heal off of it before mine got to me to get rid of my Grievous stacks. Didn't really work. I mean, he was backpedaling, so I don't think he would have gotten away anyway. I at least tried to get it off him. Looks like it pulls a little bit shorter than what you would think it would. Oh well. Oh, the corpse does damage. Interesting, I never realized that. So as the DK, you kind of want to pull runes for when the boss gets pulled down. And then just go ham on the boss. Yeah, away we go. On Ghost. Well, if you want to line up that second hook that guy's casting to stop the morbid fixation, otherwise you're just going to get run down. Unless you're range and you can just walk away. Actually, that's not fully true. Then this one you just want to line up with the platform. The second hook you always line up with the platform to pull the boss back down. So first hook pulls him down. There'll be one more hook that we're going to get here. That stops the morbid fixation, and I guess it's the third hook that you want to use to interrupt the morbid fixation. So watch. I'll sit here. Or he'll move the boss ever so slightly out of the way. See, the morbid fixation is now canceled. You also don't want to have this many ads up either. You want to try to get them down. Next one, you're going to want to aim towards the platform. So we'll line it up with the platform here. Boom. And it should pull the boss back down unless this warrior eats it. Good eat, warrior. Good job, bud. Good job. He ran it in a really bad way. He needs to go out with it. I'm getting both hooks. I'm gonna assume that at least one of those should grab the boss. Oh nope, they grabbed each other. Ah, this is why you don't want two of them up at the same time. I didn't know they could grab each other, but that's kind of... So, at least one of them, please be the first one that fires. And the warrior got grabbed. Now we have three. And this boss fight becomes a lot harder. Die. I didn't get my heal. No. IBF so I don't die. Thank you. There, 90, I'm good. At least he kept me alive. So that is obviously not how you do the fight. Like I said, the first abomination, you take it to the platform, pull the boss down, beat on the boss a bit. He'll throw another hook. That hook is to stop the morbid fixation. And then from there, you want to aim the next hook, if the A-bomb isn't dead from your group, at the platform again, because it'll pull the boss down, because he'll jump to the platform as the hook is coming out, and you'll yank him back down. It's an easy fight. Unfortunately, our warrior here ran the wrong way, ate a couple hooks, and almost wiped us. Almost wiped us. On the plus side, I almost got my army back off cooldown. I should have it at least in the midway point here. Let's go ahead and do this. There's actually something really nice you can do for this fight, as a Death Knight in general. You can pop AMS on yourself right before you get the Frozen Binds cast if you're paying attention to the boss's cast bar and the targeting. So Icy Shards, Frozen Binds is coming up. I'm going to get exiled, so it's not going to be on me, unfortunately. Thankfully, though, I have 100% HP. I'm not going to die to Grievous down here. Drop, thank you. Just Death Advance run across. There's a funny little thing here. Upon expiration, the you are slain outright. So you are slain outright. Good old Blizzard in the grammar. Almost as good as they has fight. Click on the angel, head back up. Really no tricks on this boss fight outside of just using immunities. I think rogues can do it too. Cloak. So you're going to want to dump this in a spot away from the boss. You'll get a stacking debuff right here. And you dump that there, away from your group. Nope, no Frozen Binds. I'll dodge it with AMS. Like I said, if you pay attention to what he's casting on, you can easily avoid the mechanic altogether. You can also do that if your tank gets rooted inside of your area. You pop AMS and not stop DPSing. And then the healer can dispel it. You just have to let your healer know ahead of time that you're going to do that. No AMS there to block that one, unfortunately. Because if you get people rooted, okay, that's not where you want to dump that. He just dumped it on the healer, killed our healer. Put a beer as the healer, get him back up, get it going again. You can already be moving too. If you're looking at the cast and you know who they are and you know where they're standing, you can get out of the way ahead of time. That's the other big thing about looking at his cast bar under here. Always be paying attention, and down goes the Shadow Priest, apparently. And the warrior along with him. Okay. Yeah, that was not a good dungeon for me. I did get 2 conduits that were 200. That doesn't sound too bad. Stacks up to 3 times, so what, 2.8, 4.2, 4%. Not sure what else Frost has in conduits, but that sound too bad. Let's look at interrupts. I'm leading the way with 30. The warrior only had 5. He actually had 27, which isn't too bad, but he also interrupted some abilities that weren't key. Enfeeble for me is important. Gore Splatter helps. The Frostbolt Volley I think is more important than Frostbolt, so I guess that's kind of my bad. I interrupted 2 bad abilities. Rasping Stream's good. Repair Flesh is good. Necrotic Bolt is huge. Drain Fluids, it's huge. Necrotic Bolt is huge. It's whatever. He interrupted 4 bad abilities out of his 27. Everything else was fine. He got me on Rasping Screams by 1. And my damage was low because I spent most of it, dying and trying to off-tank and trying to do other things. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. I guarantee you I have a second in damage taken. Yeah, 1.57. It's just unfortunate. Gore Splatter did quite a bit of damage. Drain Fluids did quite a bit. The Grievous dot did 214 that run. So Grievous is a very, very, very important thing to keep an eye on. It could have been a lot worse for me if I wasn't healing. Oh, the Grievous dot only hit him for 106. That's kind of interesting. 164. 115. Wow, I got hit with Grievous the most, apparently. I wonder if that's because I was bouncing. And when I was bouncing between, dying and not dying, it obviously ticks more and more and more until I can get myself above 90. So that's why it shows that. Let's see, healing done. Oh, the Shadow Priest out healed me. Not bad. Death Strike healed for 371k. Out of 34 k HP. So I definitely did my fair share of healing there. Healed like 20 health bars worth of healing. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Necrotic Wake. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very great group to showcase this. I did get to showcase quite a bit, though. I did get to showcase the importance of defensives. I got to showcase the importance of, death striking to help your healer out. All that fun stuff. Also, key abilities to interrupt. We didn't get to show off the weapons, which actually I can go back down and I can show you right now, because we didn't take the route that had the weapons in it. And our tank wanted to do a very difficult route. So typically what you'll see groups do is you'll pull the front half here, you'll go over here, pull these guys on the back side. You'll grab this spear right here because it deals bonus damage to the boss. You can use it on this boss if you want. And you'll just melt him. We did have the carrying ability, which was nice. So you melt this, you either pull this guy here or you pull the group up here, either or I believe. Most groups will opt to pull the guys back here and then drop down and then run up against the wall here. And then go in. I have seen some groups when they have a Kyrian pull this group over here. Not really sure why, unless it's just to get the Kyrian buff again, and then you would kill this pack, this pack, and then I think you'd go back and use the Kyrian buff right before the 2 hard packs here. Give yourselves a bit more damage. There is also an orb that you will typically see here that silences everything in the area. You want to take it, save it, do not use it. Some groups will actually skip this pack that pats through here, and they'll just pull this pack here, or pull this pack here. And then they'll use the orb here to interrupt all the Shadow Bolt casts and get everything grouped, and you'll kill it. And it does a fair share amount of damage. Surprisingly enough, it wasn't in my top damage. It's actually way down here at the bottom. What else is there? There's a spear that usually sits here, and then a hammer that sits here. You want to get this spear, save it. You'll use it either on the next boss or the one up top, your choice. But the hammer you can use up here on the 2-pack here. Or on the 2 packs that are very tough, that do the fear. Typically when you do that, you want to have your tank pull them down a little bit, back towards the bridge here, and then throw it because it does stun them. And if the monstrosity's padding through, there is a chance you may accidentally get the monstrosity in that group, and more times than not that will lead to a wipe. So be very careful about that. Make sure to interrupt the rasping scream. If you have to, you can mark one of the ads, like X or something, and then have the tank do the other interrupt that's not X, and then have the DPS focus the X interrupt. I think that works pretty well, traditionally. Then you'd come up here, you'd go over to the table. You don't have to pull like we did up here. That's a terrible pull, especially on Necrotic week or whatnot, or Grievous, sorry, not Necrotic, but Grievous week, it's very terrible for the healer because if any of the Necrotic bolts go off, it puts the debuff on the tank that prevents him from getting any healing. So he can't get above 90%. It absorbs it. You pull these guys, and basically the important thing to remember is if you have a pet class and you don't want to dismiss it, you mount up before going over, you jump this, and then see how the pet runs around. Wait till it gets to you, and then you can dismount. If you do it early, you can actually pull these guys. It'll put you in aggro, so make sure to mount up, jump over, wait for your pet to get to you, and then move. From there, I think actually, hold on, there is one more spear back there as well you can grab. I think it's like somewhere around this part of the area. There is a spear. You want to grab that. There's also an orb back here. You guys seen me grab that earlier. If you have the ability to mass silence the ads, do that first, and then use the orb in the next pack. Like in my case, I have a bomb limb. And when it's working correctly, it'll actually pull all of the ads in, kind of like a Gorfine's Grasp. And then for the next pack, since I won't have it off cooldown, I can just use the orb and kind of like run around a little bit while also DPSing. And it'll interrupt all the ads, and they'll run into the tank or run to me or whatever, whoever has aggro, essentially. And then, obviously, we go up here. There's really nothing else up here that's special. The spear that you grab down here, there should be 2 spears in your group by this point when you grab that one. If you use one here, you want to save this next spear, so the 3rd spear, or whatever you want to call it. You'll save the 3rd spear for the boss in here when you yank him down. You'll use the spear on him, burn your big cooldowns. Do not burn hero if you use the spear, because more times than not, you can actually get it down on a fortified week. It's not that bad. Tyrannical, you may still need hero in order to one-phase it. And then up here, you would burn hero, essentially, and just burn the boss. So, pretty easy stuff. Not too hard. Our group obviously didn't know what we were doing. The tank kept putting the cleave in the group. Didn't help matters. We had a couple big pulls, a couple bad pulls. But all in all, not too tough. Not too bad. Not as bad as we made it look. And like I said, the key for the 3rd boss is basically you want to throw the first hook at him, obviously, pull him down, burn everything. If you guys don't kill him, line up the 2nd hook. There'll be a 2nd hook that'll come up with morbid fixation. Where's it at? So he'll do this, and if you line the hook up correctly, you can actually have the A-bomb hit the guy with the hook and pull him out of morbid fixation. It does a lot of damage to him as well. And then if you don't get him down after 2 hooks, the 3rd hook, if the A-bomb is still up and he gets the cast off, will need to be aimed back at the platform again. Even though it looks like the cast will miss because the guy is still on the ground, he'll jump back up to the platform just in time to be yanked back down again. So, trust me, it looks like it's going to miss, but aim that 3rd hook at the platform, and more times than not, you'll pull the boss right back down. It's easy. So, anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Sorry about that. Sorry for not getting it down. Sorry for the swearing a bit. It's just when I'm frustrated, it's just something that kind of happens. I try to keep it off the YouTube channel. Twitch, I'm a little bit more, vocal with it. By the way, I'm going to link the Twitch down below. We'll be doing Raid tonight, which is Wednesday, December 23rd. At about 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to try to stream it. We'll see how that goes. My computer's been having problems with streaming World of Warcraft. Hopefully this video turned out well. I'm going to take a look at it, and hopefully there's no video issues, or if there is any video hiccups, I do apologize in advance. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if this helped you guys out. Leave a like down below if you guys learned anything about the dungeon. And if you guys have another dungeon you would like me to go over and show you guys some tips and tricks that I've picked up throughout the couple weeks that Shadowlands has been out, let me know down below, and I will see everybody back here on the next video. Catch you guys later.